All right, good Monday evening, everybody. I'm back after being off from last week, and it's a good week to come back because the weather's really nice. Remember how it was the week of Christmas? It was very spring-like, temperatures in the 70s, low 80s. We're going to see a repeat performance for the rest of this week with temperatures near record highs thanks to a south wind bringing in warm, moist air from the Gulf. Now, this boundary to the north of us, it's going to pass by to the north, but we are going to get clouds out of that. So I think our low temperatures are going to be recorded very soon, just after midnight. And as winds pick up from the southwest, the clouds thicken up, temperatures will actually go up during the overnight. So I think for the morning commute, we're actually going to be near 60 degrees. The humidity is going to be up. It's going to be kind of sultry out there, especially for an early January morning. During the day, we'll see limited sunshine, but that's going to be enough to push our temperatures well into the 70s for highs. Today's high temperature was 70. Tomorrow, we're looking at 75 to 78. And we're going to see a warming trend for the rest of the week. So that means we're going to be near record highs for about 3 days. Now, are we going to tie or break a record? Don't know, but we will be within a degree or two of doing just that. So right now we're at 56 degrees. We may bump down to about 55 just around midnight. And then again, temperatures are going to go up during the overnight. And then tomorrow we continue to warm up. We're going to be between 75 and 78 degrees. That is more than 20 degrees above normal. So there's our boundary up to the north of us. Notice the clouds down south. High pressure is going to be our weather maker. That's down in the Gulf. Circulation around that's going to give us a southwesterly breeze tomorrow. We're going to have to wait for the next cold front to get here before we see a change in the weather. Now, that will bring us our first significant rainstorm of the year, of January. Unfortunately, we could see some severe storms as well. We'll talk about that in just a second. First, before the storm gets here, well, we're going to see that nice warm weather. Friday's our transition day, and then after the front moves through, notice we are going to be a little bit cooler for the weekend. Now, let's talk about the potential record highs. On the left, you see the forecast high over the next couple of days, and then to the right, you see the record for each of these dates, January the 6th, 7th, and the 8th. I want to point out Thursday, January the 8th, the record in Jackson is 78 from back in 1937. We're forecasting 77, so definitely not out of the question that we could tie or break a record that day. I think that day is the most likely day. It just depends on the amount of sun we see. We are expecting the clouds to dominate, so the sun is going to be limited. But if we break into some sun for a couple of hours on your Thursday, well, that record may be done. All right, so we're going to stay mostly dry through Thursday. Obviously, the storms come in Friday. Although the storms are going to be scattered, we are not expecting a 100% chance of rain. It's going to be more like 60, 70% chance. It's a good chance. The coverage is going to be good with this front, and some of the storms are likely going to be strong to potentially severe. Now, the best dynamics with this storm, farther up to the north, that's where I think it's a little bit more likely that we're going to see some bad weather, but we can't rule it out here as well. Now, the rain is going to taper off early Saturday, and then we're going to be cooling down over the weekend. So already the Storm Prediction Center has issued a level 2 out of 5 risk of severe weather for the yellow shaded area. That's pretty much the mid and lower Mississippi River valleys. It's western Kentucky and Tennessee, east Arkansas, northeast Louisiana, and a good chunk of Mississippi to include most of our area. Notice the city of Jackson and the metro is in this risk area. Now, this is Friday. Today is Monday, so this is day number 5. A lot of things can change between now and then. The area that is under the gun could change a little bit. We will know more about the severity of the storm and definitely will know more about the timing of it as we get closer to it. The models are differing just a little bit on this right now. What I'm thinking is we're going to get storms mostly in the Delta in the early part of the day, and then this is going to transition eastward and weaken as we go through Friday afternoon. But as of right now, all modes of severe weather are possible, and yes, that does include potentially a tornado or two. Wouldn't be a big shock at this time of the year. And honestly, we haven't seen a whole lot of severe weather so far this fall severe weather season, fall and winter. So we're kind of due for one, and it looks like we may have some stormy weather coming in on Friday. Again, not everybody's going to get rain. I'm thinking a half inch to an inch of rain at best in some spots. We're not going to get a ton of rain, but it'll be the best rain that we've seen so far this year. So for tonight, increasing clouds. It'll be warm. Temperatures in the mid-50s after midnight, then warming up through the overnight Warming up through tomorrow, we'll see that mix of sun and clouds, your high temperature at least at 75, winds coming in from the southwest, your sun will set at 10 minutes after 5 o'clock. So notice clouds again do dominate, but still warm, close to 60 in the morning, upper 70s in the afternoon through Thursday. Then we get the rain Friday, and notice the cooling process over the weekend. And next week, lows will be in the 30s and highs in the 50s, which is exactly normal for early January. This is the weather that we should have. Right now, we're experiencing 20 degrees above normal, so the front is going to fix that. It's going to correct that situation, and it's going to cool us down an average of about 20 degrees to put us right on track for early to mid-January. So, again, we're going to have more about the storm coming in on Friday over the next couple of days, but until then, just enjoy this nice little break that we're seeing right in the middle of wintertime. All right, your next weather update is coming up tomorrow morning with meteorologist Megan Hanna. We will see you tomorrow.